Motormouth Jenkins here, welcoming you to our brand new YouTube channel. Hope that you'll come back and see every segment each and every week, and I will share preventative maintenance tips and regularly scheduled maintenance tips for your car. So whether you know a little bit about your car or absolutely nothing, this is the channel just for you, where I share over 35 years of experience as a qualified and licensed service technician with truck and coach, light truck and passenger vehicles. Come back and visit us and tell your friends, and we'll see you each and every week right here in the Car Connection Workshop on YouTube. Hey, now I'm Motormouth Jenkins here in the Car Connection Workshop, and have we got a goody up TJ Wrangler rescue update for you. We are at the point where we are ready to fire it over and start this motor that we put in there, and we have one issue we have to take care of. We need to modify the exhaust just a little bit so that we can connect. This is the down pipe. It goes under there just like that, up to the exhaust manifold. It comes down around under the oil pan, which is not where I want it to be. But I don't want to fire the engine up wide open exhaust. Two reasons. It's going to be stinking loud, and I need to be respectable to my neighbors. Yes. So what we needed to create to connect back to the first catalytic converter, because it has upstream and downstream, I need a connector pipe to go over here. So I went up to my one of my friend's shops. He has a fab shop in Jesse in Wainfleet, Ontario, Canada. And he does a lot of custom exhaust work. He's done custom exhaust work for us before. So I need him just to make a connector to go over here. And then the opposite end needs to slide inside the catalytic converter. So it needs to kind of look like this, similar, but this won't work because this is the size we need to go into the catalytic converter. But Jesse created this for me quickly yesterday to get an idea what's going to work, what's not going to work. I took him some measurements, but it wasn't really helpful. So I've taken the exhaust pipe back off, and I'm going to run up to Jesse's shop in the morning and bring this pipe with me, and so that he can create, because it has to be, when we're done, we need this much length so that we've got that much going into the catalytic converter, and we've got this much taking up the space that's between where this ends and the catalytic converter is down here like this. So that should give you a better idea. So the inlet to the catalytic converter is down here. So we have a gap that we need to close and connect. Then we're safe to run the engine, flush the cooling system out, and get all the gungies that are still in that pre-owned engine, because it's a used engine with about 88,000 kilometers on it. I did my best even with changing the frost plugs in the block and the back of the block, and changing the water pump and the thermostat and having the cylinder head off. I did my best to flush that engine out, but I really don't like it yet. It's not clean enough for me. So before I go ahead and hook up the radiator, I'll leave these wide open. So I'll probably zip tie this so that it's down, so it's gushing on the ground. The lower radiator hose will be disconnected from the radiator down here. I've just got it connected for the time being, but I want the cooling system wide open so I can forward flush and reverse flush. I'm going to put a flush tee in the one of the heater hoses, so I can hook the garden hose right up to the cooling system, and all at one shot I'll be able to forward flush and reverse flush through the block and get all the junk out of there, and then we're home free. Then it's time to put the clutch fan on and the housing, and we'll be done. Mechanically we'll be done. I have to wire in the heated exhaust gas organizer. If you haven't watched that video, I show you how that works, how an oxygen sensor works, and how a heated oxygen sensor works. And it's called a HEGO. heated exhaust gas organizer. I know, big term for a fancy heated oxygen sensor. So we got to go harvesting for some parts next week. I need a bracket for the axle to create a positive link on that side because somebody got hooked up on something. Not only did they bend the lower controller, the bracket that is mounted right to the axle. So we gotta, I've straightened it out the best I could, but that's how you get your wheel alignment on these. Your caster moving the wheels forward and backward is done on the bottom link on either side. So there is an eccentric bolt, and we'll show you that when we get close to that, because when this goes for a wheel alignment, we will video that as well with the aligning dude that we're going to select. So I've got a couple of guys in mind. If they're not too busy, they'll do it and let us shoot the video. How do we do a four-wheel alignment? And that's what this will need when we're done. So few parts we need to harvest: a wire harness for the oxygen sensor, the heated exhaust gas organizer. The clutch is all bled. We got a good clutch pedal going. The brakes are all done. Fuel lines are done. Brake lines are done. Emergency brake cables are done. Front brakes are done. Lighting is all done. We have lights, interior, tail lights. They're all done. I'm going to put some special fog lights in, actually running lights, to fill in this spot right here. But we'll show you that afterwards. I've got them. They're LEDs, and it's going to fill this spot in here a little bit. And we got to paint the front bumper. But we're getting there. We're getting to the point where we're ready to strip out the interior and pull the whole windshield off, take the topper off, strip everything out of the inside, and I'm going to put a 2006 model dash in and a windshield and wire all that in. So we got some more interesting stuff to go, but as far as the mechanicals, I'm ready to hear this engine bark. So stay with us. We'll bring you another update in a few days. When we're able to turn the key, will it start? After all this time, it's actually been in my hands, this Jeep, now for 1 year. We've almost completed this Jeep in 1 year. So stay with us. Don't forget to like, follow, share, and what? And ring the bell, Skippy's saying. It's free. Thanks, Skippy. Ring the bell so you're notified when the next videos come out. And don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Niall Motormouth Jenkins. Check us out at Stevensville on the web. We're always putting up wacky little videos so that you can